Guys, deluded, you know, he doesn't play for Arsenal, but he's a player I like a lot. If he develops the way I want him to, and he can do, he can be one of the best midfielders in the world. He's got all the tools. Now he's 23, I think he is. He's coming of age where he needs to pick a role. Paul Pogba. Now, again, I'm not a United fan, but the football purist in me, how can you not like Pogba? On his day, he can hit free kicks, can score from range, can score close range. He's hit the bar a lot of times. For his sheer size, he's decent in the air. His technical qualities go without saying. He's skillful, can pick out a pass, excellent in possession, good balance, got an engine. Like I said, the one question mark is what sort of midfielder does he want to become? We know, obviously, for the physical attributes, naturally, you've seen with DRB, even though he's not that, the DM talks, the next Vieira talks in regards to Pogba, that has been happening. He's not a defensive mid. He's shown last year and in general that he can play deep line playmaker. Yeah, he did score a decent amount of goals, but he probably wasn't playing as further forward as he would have liked to at United. We know Jose, through lack of personnel, through lack of planning, through whatever reason, he just had to run with Pogba doing the deep line playmaking stuff, and he excelled there. So that could be an option. But if you also of the other opinion, that's two different roles. And the third one, you're thinking of, some people call him a cam, so we could say that's the third, but that's not, no. And then the fourth, which I was going to say, you want him to be that box to box, that centre mid who does the defensive work as well as the creativity, that has that balance. That's probably what he wants to be. We know Pogba is somewhat a free spirit. You're hearing talks of United are basically a step away from completing the Matic deal. Don't know how true that is. United fans and people in the know can tell you more about that. But just on that basis, you've heard them talk about Ronaldo Sanchez. They've been linked with Fabinho. Regardless of if they sign these players or not, it's a clear theme that there's a sort of player that can do the deep line, whether it's a sort of guy that can do the deep line stuff to allow Pogba to be further forward, or it's a kind of destroyer, as you would have put it, a ball winner, someone that just wants to recover possession, allowing Pogba again creative freedom. It's no, listen, if I had to make a bet, and it was black and white, and you do see rumours that they are going to sign Matic, Pogba is definitely going to be on fire in his second season if I had to just look at it on a black and white basis, purely because 89 million, unless he wins the league, unless he cures a lot of illnesses, unless he cures poverty, he's never going to address that 80 million fee. People are always going to run little jokes about that. But if he wins league titles, if they win the Champions League, I hope United don't, but if they, because I can't take my cousins, but if United win trophies, who is going to care? The guy has it all. He's already doing his thing, and it speaks volumes for me that people want to criticise him. You look at the Euros, for me he was good at the Euros, but he also got a lot of critics. Last year he got double, I think he got 8, 9, 10 goals. That's decent considering where he was playing, considering that the team isn't where it's supposed to be. Similar to when we signed Ozil with Pogba, I believe these sort of players, they're meant to contribute and take you to the next level. You need to already have a system in place that works, and they come into it, not already bring them into a problematic environment and expect them to sort it out because they're human. Yes, at times, Ozil, Pogba, any sort of other player you can put into this situation, you could probably find times where they could have stood up to be counted a bit more. But that's not the case, and like, yeah, things are being put into place by United for him to have a solid second season. For me, I've already said, when I realised he's going to make a success of himself in the Premier League, was away at Stamford Bridge for United, because I think they lost, they got destroyed, but Pogba stood up to be counted. He still wanted the ball when he lost it. He still tried to get onto the ball. He still tried to make things happen. For me, I see him as someone that can grab 10 goals a season, because I believe midfielders should be scoring, can contribute, can make the difference, and I believe this year he's gonna have a good season. You saw him against Barcelona. Yes, United lost, but he looked on fire. He looked sharp in pre-season. Pogba is someone I back, and I really think he's gonna shut up a lot of plaudits. Like I said with the Ozil one and Lindelof, you three, please don't make me look stupid. Let people come here at the end of the year and come and joke about me. Lindelof's having a hard time in pre-season. I believe he's gonna be a success. He just needs to get there physically, and he needs to adapt to the pace of the Premier League. Ozil looks sharp in pre-season. The first rest he's had, this ain't videos about them, but yeah, Pogba's had a sharp pre-season. He's had a rest. I don't want to say he's got to see what the Prem's about because he's been here before, but he's got the first season out the way and saw how fickle fans can be, good and bad. Not just all fans in general, but some United fans too, Pogba as well. Anyways, I don't really know the purpose of this video. I just believe he's gonna be decent, man. The minute they sign that DM or someone that does the less glamorous work, so Pogba can go further forward. That doesn't mean Pogba's not going to have to do defensive work, but yeah, he can thrive. It'll be interesting to see how United set up as well, because if I was a United fan, and they have played 4-3-3 at some points this year, and I'll expand upon my opinions on their formations in another video, but on the basis that they have Herrera, who's earned a decent amount of plaudits, who of course he's not the DM like that, but he's been doing the less glamorous side, and he can play, he's a decent passer. They've got him. on paper, if we just believe rumours and assume Matic is going to sign for United, they've got him. And then you have Pogba. You imagine the three of them in the middle. You've got Matic, who's going to do the destroying. You've got Ander, who will do the destroying and the playmaking and receive off centre backs. You have Pogba. That, don't get me wrong, just because he's further forward doesn't mean he doesn't have to come back and help play make and distribute and things of that nature. But you'll have Pogba, freedom to get closer to Rashford, link up with Lukaku, do the sort of stuff he was ultimately paid 89 million for. I think it's a big shout, but I really hope he's in the PFA Player of the Year next year. And hopefully, if he does his thing, I'd like to see him in with a shout of winning PFA Player of the Year if he does his thing. Because I don't like to see players with the price tag hurled over them. We know football fees are ridiculous. Pogba didn't ask to be 89 million. Lukaku didn't ask to be 75. Stones didn't ask to be 50. Neither did Sterling. Like, it's not that. Neither did Kyle Walker. Like, we know football is ridiculous, and these sort of players I've mentioned, no matter what they do, these are all players I like. No matter what they do, they're not good. I'm pretty pessimistic in regards to justifying the fee. Not because in my personal opinion, but in fans' personal opinion. Because what can he do? Like, what can he do? And like I said, unless Pogba scores 20 goals, gives 20 assists, cures poverty, cures world hunger, cures several illnesses, some fans would always say he hasn't justified his fee. So yeah, guys, Deluded Goon, I'm signing out. I don't really know the purpose of this video. Just thought, yeah, just keep up the Pogba propaganda. Pogbeezy's coming back, man. Pogbeezy, not easy. Guys, I'm signing out. Deluded Goon, get in the comments, subscribe. You know the drill.